Welcome, Aries, to your Astrodice reading for February. Hope your friends are doing great out there. Friends, like this, hit that big old like button. Welcome back, all subscribers. Anyone new, welcome, welcome. Let's get in here. Got a big, powerful energy month ahead. This is going to be one of those big, just energetic, dynamic months. Okay. It's going to be filled with those bold new beginnings, fast movements, destiny shifts. We've got that horse coming in. So let's just get in here and see what's going on with you. Okay, let's get in here, guys. Test message coming out for the beautiful Aries. And for those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month using only one of the 12 houses. So let's see what house comes up. This is the best house that we need to be talking about at this time. We do have some Libra energy coming in with some North Node energy into the 12th house. Wow. Okay. Going straight into your destiny and what destiny lies ahead for you. Are you on target with your destiny? How's the soul looking at your destiny? Okay, so let's get in here. For your destiny over here, we're going to use the Vesta card because it has to do with the soul spirit. It has to do with that karma, with what's going on around you when it comes to the soul. The goddess within your sacred spiritual center and quiet dignity. Going straight to Libra energy. This energy is diplomatic, gracious. It seeks harmony, balance in relationships. And going straight into the 12th house this is the area of your life that is overwhelming. You yield to a greater cause of power. Yeah. So it's saying when it comes to your destiny and where your destined path is, you're going to start noticing things are changing. Things are changing around. And it's going to be around your relationships, being very diplomatic within certain areas of your life. Okay, so getting straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month. Your destiny is calling. So remember, the beginning of the month, we're going to have that full moon in Leo. Which is going to want to be confident, powerful, courageous. You might even find that certain people during the full moon might try to intimidate you, because even Leos can be intimidating. And it's because of pride, ego, things of that nature. So you might find that there are people around you that are just trying to intimidate you. So that's where you're going to want to take up that power, Aries. But you already have a power about you. But just watch that though, and manipulation in its own way. But that's more of that. I don't know. It also feels kind of interrogating. So you might even feel that somebody is trying to interrogate you. I guess it's just a piece of fire manipulation. Everybody has a piece of manipulation. Doesn't matter really what sign it is. It's just about how they're using manipulation. So you might feel like there's some manipulation. And this is putting you into the knowing. So under the destiny over here in this North Node, you're saying, this is where my destiny is. Okay. Discontent and boredom. So really looking at what's going on. It does look like you are getting out of a place of discontent and boredom. You're getting out, well, Aries too. You guys don't want to be bored. I mean, that right there That right there is just, total turn off. So, I mean, knowing that you have this, yeah, and getting back to the desires. Hold on, guys, hold on, because, this is very exciting, actually. And just knowing that you have that full moon coming in that Leo area, it's like you're being spiritually redirected towards your soul's mission over here when it comes to this. And then knowing that within this area within this Libra, it's balancing it out. It's completely balancing. It's, having this divine guidance activating your life path, but balancing it at the same time. So this is not random and it's not coincidence. It's exactly what needs to be. Okay. You might be receiving any kind of downloads, realizations, spiritual clarity at this time, guys, when it comes to this certain situation. Let me get a tarot deck over here for you. Because it could all be pointing out to you towards where you're meant to be, where where you've come from, where you're going. And that's because of the crown chakra to the sacral chakra. So it's like almost making you kind of stand back and then bring out new desires, new feelings. I like that too, because you have the horse coming in, the fire horse coming in. Yeah, look at that, getting out of the Eight of Swords, not feeling that swords anymore, but feeling like I was going to give up because I was bored, I wasn't feeling good, feeling very overwhelmed. But now all of a sudden you have there's that Libra energy coming in, Taurus Libra energy with the Empress saying, no, wait, I feel like I'm being redirected. And it's kind of almost fated that I'm feeling this way. So definitely feeling that there's some kind of necessary growth and awakening coming with that strength. There it is. There's that Leo energy coming in from that full moon. So you guys are going to really feel the impact. Okay. And you might even have this person coming in. You might even have this Libra, Taurus, or this Leo coming in, right, to enter your life, to wake you up, redirect you, and to kind of teach you a soul lesson. It's like, even if they don't stay, it was enough for, you see what I'm saying? It's enough to say, okay, well, that's where it's supposed to be. Or maybe you already had that person, they're leaving, right? And you're like, well, they left, but, they sure did give me kind of a wake-up call. So there's kind of some kind of lesson that was learned there that it feels like you're either learning now or you're getting ready to learn in February, where it just feels like it's really activated. Wow, that's so amazing. Okay, let's get into the mid-month. So really activating in the mid-month or the beginning of the month, this new passion of where it is you need to be at just knowing that. Okay, so let's see what we have over here. Finding where the love begins, finding the Ace of Cups. You guys have I think you have a new relationship coming in. I think that where your overwhelming, area of your life was, maybe with this other partner, you're finding that either you're fixing this with them and understanding the overwhelmingness, or you have a new, because this Ace of Cups is talking about new. So is it where the relationship becomes renewed into something fresh and magical, or are you getting a new love? We will see. Suffering in silence. Partnerships and alliances. I feel like for a lot of you, it's a new partner coming in where it's already like, I already learned the lessons from this person. I understand that I took the challenge of what was overwhelming me. I understand what I learned. And now that I'm done with that learning situation, I can go on. Now we have the 17th. Which is going to be by the end of mid-month, going straight into the end of the month. We're going to have the fire horses, the Chinese New Year. And we're also going to have the new moon, which I do believe is the new moon it should be Pisces. Anyways, yeah, Pisces. The new moon in Pisces coming in. And we have the new moon in Pisces coming. Yeah, because that's into the horse. Yeah, and we're having Mercury retrograde come in on the 25th, so we'll see that coming in, which is also going to be in Pisces season. So, yeah, you got a lot of things going on. Like I said, we have a huge month over here of redirecting energies, letting that snake go away as we, right, are coming into this new energy shift. Still feeling a little bit of the exhaustion though. So this burnout that you're feeling in its own way is still hasn't 100% gone away though. And that's just because you probably need some healing, you need some sleep, you might even be sleep deprived. There's some stagnation still going, but I do feel like the love in itself is renewing itself, okay, as you're getting past your shadow self. Ooh, okay. So you have the Ace of Swords over here, which is the mental clarity to the situation and partnerships with the understanding of what's going on. So yeah, you have shifted. And you're going to get ready to have your, right here. Right here, as we enter the horse, this is where you're going to start with this new moon, is going to shift your mental clarity again. So you're getting the full moon's shifting it, and then you're going to shift again. Because you're putting yourself in the knowing over here of why this is all happening. I understand it. I got it. Lesson learned. Whatever. Let's go. But I do feel like over here with the Ace of Swords, when clarity does come out, you're going to feel like you're stepping into your higher purpose. You're going to feel like you're trusting your intuition more. So that's because you're looking at your shadow self. You're looking at your shadow side. You're looking at the pros and cons of what's going on. And if you have a new relationship coming in, you're like, this is where we're not going and this is where we're going. Right. Beautiful. So let's get over here. The end of the month. We have Mercury retrograde coming up, which is going to really give you I believe, kind of a slap in the face. And I'm going to tell you why. Not because it's negative, but because remember, you're doing a North Node. You're doing a destiny calling. You're learning the challenges between one to the other. So I do feel like you're going to feel like there's a little bit of a slap in the face when it comes to this Mercury retrograde. Will we see it in February? It goes all the way to March 20th. So you might not see it in February. You might actually, right, the pre-shadow side for it is the 11th. So if you're already feeling by the 11th or 12th or 13th, a little bit of that Mercury retrograde energy, you could, right, you could. Because it will be in its shadow side. It won't land and stay until the 25th, and then it will stay until the 20th of March, which more than likely, for the majority of you, I would say that it probably is start to mess with you, probably towards maybe the 30th of the month, or the 30th, I'm sorry, the 28th, the 30th. Well, because I was seeing all the way down. There is no 30th of February. I was seeing all the way down. The 28th, sorry guys, the 28th through like the 1st or 2nd of March. It's like, wait a minute, there's no 30th. What planet are you on? No, I'm just saying the very last days of that. 15 and 9. Yeah, because of 15 and 9. So 24, 25. Yeah, still the very end though, I feel. 24th, 25th, 26th. It's going to start the 25th. I still feel like it's going to be somewhere between the very last days of the month to like the 1st through the 4th is where you're really going to feel that shift from the Mercury retrograde, emotional withdrawal, already starting to shift it. It's okay though, because it's leaning towards your lesson. So you have the Devil to the material harvest, which is the 9 of Pentacles, to the emotional withdrawal, which is the 8 of Cups, which is not bad. It's not bad because it's just saying that I'm having this emotional turnaround that I'm actually feeling. This new love, this newfound love of what it is I'm doing, this new balance that I'm trying to do this balancing act with, whether it's with this new partner or just whatever it is I'm trying to do at this time. Because you have intuition at the bottom of the deck, so intuitively you can still see what's going on with the situation. Aries, just because you feel like there's going to be a little bit of conflict and defeat going on with this situation, I still feel intuitively you're going to manage this. You also have the Queen, look at that, the Queen of Cups at the bottom. Intuition is your friend. You're just going to have this kind of like setback where it's like, do I really see the Two of Cups behind me? Do I really learn the lessons enough? Because why is the Three of Cups want to come and slap me in my, there it is, slap me in my face. But it says, no, 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 don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Because you have the Page of Cups. Right? You have the Page of Cups. Don't worry about the resistance. You're still sitting in shadow self over here. You have the Devil here. It's just a roll over from the mid-month to the end of the month, which is saying there could even be some temptations where it's, you know, it's like when you follow what feels spiritually aligned, sometimes it even feels scary, right? It feels scary. Like, why is all of this doing this, right? So you could feel like this is the divine direction, redirection. Let's put it that way, a divine redirection. Your soul path is activating at this time, and it knows it because it's gone through all this stuff. So I would say that, you know, really focusing on the North Node and the crown chakra, your life path is really activating. And like I said, it's no coincidence. This is your destiny calling. You've gone through all the, you know, a lot of the trials and tribulations. It's just Mercury retrograde might just try to test you on those. We have a lot of devils. Devils are karmic. Those are tests. So you just might feel towards the end here that you're being karmically tested. Otherwise, it's beautiful. And I see a lot of Nine of Pentacles over here. So I see a lot of money coming in. I see a lot of good finances coming in. Just be strong. Walk the way you walk. Talk the way you talk. You know what you're doing. Right? And be who you are. Don't let anybody tell you less than. Yes, it's definitely overwhelming, you know, but it's something that's coming together beautifully. It's just going to be a little bit, February is definitely going to be a little bit of a challenge for you to change all of that. It's because you're really aligning and changing everything around for you. Okay. I see great things for your birthday season. So looks like that's where you're on your way. Okay. And until next time, my friends, peace and love. Bye-bye. And I see a lot of Nine of Pentacles over here. So I see a lot of money coming in. I see a lot of good finances coming in. Just be strong. Walk the way you walk. Talk the way you talk. You know what you're doing. Right? And be who you are. Don't let anybody tell you less than. Yes, it's definitely overwhelming, you know, but it's something that's coming together beautifully. It's just going to be a little bit, February is definitely going to be a little bit of a challenge for you to change all of that. It's because you're really aligning and changing everything around for you. Okay. I see great things for your birthday season. So looks like that's where you're on your way. Okay. And until next time, my friends, peace and love. Bye-bye.